I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome the teachers, people from the administrative side and instructors, people at Chicago Public Schools. Thank you for coming, and I salute you. I think what you're doing is fantastic. Today we have some amazing scientists that are going to talk to you about some very cutting-edge research. This is very informal, too. I mean, we're going to listen to some talks, but we're going to be interactive. And we'll have questions and answers, and there are obviously some demonstrations. There are a range of things to do today that relate to the core goal of today is to focus on learning about the brain and the nervous system. That's what today's goal is, to learn about that. You're in a building that opened about 4 years ago. The Institute for Genomics and Systems Biology occupies the whole 10th floor, and we study the genome. We study genes, we study DNA structures and the regulation of genes. We're trying to understand the relationship between genotype and phenotype, how interactive genes relate to expression and relate to behaviors that are phenotypes. Our research goal is to translate genomics and systems biology into diagnostic tools, therapeutic treatments for disease. And we have 2 center grants here that foster outreach and education. We pay very close attention to curriculum activities in your schools and what you're currently teaching in terms of standards. We also are watching what is happening nationally and are aligned with the next generation science standards. So yesterday I did go online and looked at the core standards that relate to high school biology. I did search for neurobiology. There was absolutely nothing about that. But there was information about the brain and the nervous system and about genes. So you see some little arrows here that are pointing to things that I think today we're connecting to in terms of next-gen science standards. On the left here are practices of science and STEM education, such as asking questions, using models, analyzing, interpreting data. When you are hearing presentations and thinking about how they're presenting it, listen for the models, listen for the questions that they ask and how they're approaching these investigations. Also, it's very clear that we are overlapping core content about genetic traits, about genetic variability, and what is becoming more important in terms of complexity or systems biology. So curriculum is shifting into understanding the interactions of components and systems. We also do outreach for high school students in the summer for research practices. This is an annual event that we have called RIBS. There are 36 students that do research projects here in the summer. If you're interested in these experiences, just let me know. I can tell you more about it. We also go into the schools. Here we are at Maine East, introducing experiments with C. elegans, a nematode worm, in a high school biology program. We also, again, in the summer, do high school projects. There are 3 high school students that are doing research projects in our labs. Here's an example of where some of the folks ended up in terms of college after doing the research. So in summary, we're doing outreach, we're interested in collaborations, we translate curriculum into hands-on experiences, and today we have this lineup. You should have the agenda. The Society for Neuroscience provided these booklets. Online, there are amazing curriculum-related materials.